The year is 1990X. Onett, a small town in Eagleland. Hello everybody, you here, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of EarthBound. This is a game that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I know I say that for pretty much every game I do on my channel, but this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time because this is my favorite RPG ever. Like, there is no RPG that I like more than this game because this is the one that got me interested in RPGs. Like, when I was younger, I wasn't all that interested in trying out RPGs, but this game was what really got me interested in them, and RPGs have become my favorite video game genre, so I had to owe it all to EarthBound as well as so much more. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and now I'm very excited to finally show it off for you guys. Onett police are infamous for closing roads if something is going on. We're going for the world record. Don't panic, it's just, what? Meteorite that who fell? I just wanna, what? Go home. That's one of the reasons why this game is just so incredible, because the dialogue in the game is brilliant. I'll make sure to demonstrate my favorite pieces of dialogue as we go across the game. I won't talk to everybody because I'll just take too long, but I will be showing off the highlights for this game. I want to return home, but the road is closed off. People are taking this meteorite situation too seriously. Oh, by the way, one thing worth mentioning is that this character we're playing as Ness. If you talk to his mother in the house, Ness will go into his regular clothing. I'm staying in my pajamas for as long as I can right now because you don't really get that very many opportunities to stay in your pajamas in this game. Did you hear the Big Bang? I think a meteor landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I'm going to try to be the first to get there. Let's watch him as he moves. Dude, you're walking in place and not even in the right way. Oh, bother. If we go in here, we can talk to this character.
Oh, hi! Pokey, my brother, ran out here to chase after a police car. He said, Piggy, you should stay home, as I'm home watching our house. Mom and Dad aren't home yet. They went out to an elegant restaurant.
Huh. An elegant restaurant, you say? Now, that's a little detail that I think is important for something I want to bring up later in this video. Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home pronto. You can't make me! A meteorite has landed. The sharks are running wild in town. You kids are wandering around, and I'm hungry. I hate my job. That poor guy. I'm not going to talk to you because your face looks funny, even though you have the same sprite for the other police cars have. But anyway, this is EarthBound. Like I said before, this was originally released in Japan as Mother 2. This is a sequel to Mother. So it kind of continues the trend in my Let's Plays, where I Let's Play sequels before the originals. They kind of continues on with that trend. Even though this was the first game released in North America legally, this game, it was for the longest time the only EarthBound game in the series to be released in North America legally. The other two games, Mother and Mother 3, were released by fan translations. I'll go over more of that in a bit. Okay, fine, I will stop talking. You don't have to be so mean to me. Nice timing, Ness. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? No. You're not friends, but aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here. Hey, Ness. Don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops' way. Officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow I, Pokey, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. They seem pretty okay to me. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out of way out, get by. Whoops, my mistake. Get out of my way. I just love the dialogue in this game so much. It's just so brilliant.
Hey Des, hiya buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom. It was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help make my body stronger. However, the weakest citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you, whoops, I almost told you about my, by the way Ness, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work?
Treasure Hunter, this is Liar Exagger... I just got his name. Liar Exaggerate. Oh my god. The things he realized when you read stuff out loud. This guy's name is Liar Exaggerate. That is brilliant. This game is amazing. Anyway, so yeah, there's nothing else we could do, so we could probably just go home now. I will warn you guys right now, the game starts off a little bit slow, but trust me, it really picks up, after a little bit. It doesn't take too long to pick up, like, Twilight Princess or anything like that, but this game really is incredible. I said this before, this is my favorite RPG of all time, and it may even be my absolute favorite game of all time. Now, growing up, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening was always my favorite. But recently I've been playing through this game a lot, and this game just became one of my favorite games of all time. So this game is just so incredible, and I'm really excited to be playing it for you guys. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. Did I get the thing in her room yet? Oh, I apparently didn't. Wow, it's a good thing I checked. Ness opened the present. There's a cracked bat inside. Ness takes it. Alright, this is our first piece of equipment in the game. We just push the A button, go to equip, and then go to weapon, and then hit cracked bat. There'll be more stuff in this menu that I'll be talking about as we go on. Now, you can press the L button to automatically check or talk to things in the game. So you don't have to keep going back into this menu every couple minutes.
My land! Who could be knocking at the door this time of night?
Do people still say that? My land? Do people still say my land? Because I know the one chick on Fuller House says it, but I've never heard anybody in real life actually say it. Rude! You couldn't even wait for me to open the door? Jerk.
Hey, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Picky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, the police that were guiding the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the Sarks. You know, the Sarks, they're local ruffians. And they were really going wild. Suddenly I noticed that Picky was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get him. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Picky?
No.
If you refuse me, I'll say something
Oh, he's getting serious.
Will you come out with me?
What if I say no again?
Okay, I won't say anything to hurt you. Will you please come with me?
Okay, fine.
Okay, good, buddy. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am?
That's not my mother, that's a dog. They're completely different things. Why would I go talk to a dog first? I know that the dog is unreliable, but you should take King along. The cracked bat in Tracy's room could help out at a time like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're a very unnatural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out your jammies before you leave. No, I don't wanna. I wanna be like the rest of the country and go outside in my pajamas. I honestly do not understand the mindset of those people who like go to a Walmart in their pajamas. It takes like 5 seconds to get dressed. Just go get dressed and don't walk outside in your pajamas. It's just weird.
Alright, you go out in front, and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going.
Pokey joins you. And the phone's ringing. Somebody else can go get it.
The phone is ringing. Answer it. At my house, my dad gets banned if I don't get the phone within the first 3 rings.
He seems like a nice person. Do you want me to go with you? I guess I have no choice. Let's go.
And now we have a doggy joining us. It's a puppy. It's a puppy. It breathes fire.
Not really. I wonder what that would be like if a dog breathed fire. Let's answer the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard of a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. If I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I just deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have an ATM card? Withdraw your money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero, at least. Wahaha. Slam! Beep. I know that was a typo in the first EarthBound game where it says slam, but is that a typo in this game, or did they just, like, reference the other game? But anyway, we have some enemies right here. We have an enemy! We have an enemy! Yay! We're gonna be fighting an enemy! Anyway, this is the Coil Snake, the first of many enemies that we're going to be facing in EarthBound. One of the reasons why this game took a very long time for me to plan out was because I want to go into detail for every single enemy in the game. So, what we'll be doing with this is, I'm going to be describing the stats for like how much their HP, power points, offense, defense, speed, etc, etc. Anyway, HP 18, power points 0, offense 3, defense 4, speed 2, guts 0, experience 1. They drop $4 when you defeat them. They have a 4 and a 128 chance of dropping a cookie item. They're 75% vulnerable to fire, 100% vulnerable to freeze, 50% flash, 99% paralysis, 0% brainshock, 99% hypnosis. They have 2 attacks. A biting attack deals low-level damage, and coils around target will immobilize one party member. Now, what you saw on screen a moment ago was a little chart that I made of the different enemies in the game. You'll see that only the first time we fight an enemy. You won't see it any other time before that, except for the end of the video when I have them sewn up again during the credits. We took some damage, so it's probably a good idea to eat the bread roll real quick so we can heal up. This enemy, the Runaway Dog, this is one of the couple enemies in the game that we'll be describing multiple times throughout the game because we're going to be fighting again later under different circumstances. And we defeated it before I had a chance to explain what it does. Okay, oh, we leveled up! Yay! But anyway, HP 21, power points 0, offense 4, defense 5, speed 26, guts 0, experience 4, drops $3 when you defeat it. In Onett and Twoson, a place where we'll be seeing later in the game, it has a 4 and a 128% chance of dropping a bread roll. And it has different stats for when we face it later in the game, which I'll go over when we get to that point. 100% vulnerable to fire, 100% vulnerable to freeze, 99% flash, 99% paralysis, 0% brainshock, 99% hypnosis. 2 attacks, make a piercing howl. This will not do anything. Biting attack, low level damage. The different stats like brainshock, hypnosis, freeze, as well as stuff like guts and experience and stuff like that. I'll be going over what that stuff means later in the Let's Play, because it's not really relevant to us right now, but I guess I can explain a couple basic things. Like, if this is like the first RPG you've ever played, you probably don't know what HP is. Oh, Green Swirl. Green Swirl. The different swirls for when you attack an enemy mean different things. If it's gray, that means that both you and the enemy, were both facing each other when the battle started. And this means that nobody gets an opening attack. If it's green like it was a moment ago, then that means that we get an opening attack, which means that they will be completely vulnerable to whatever we do. And they dropped a cookie! Yay! I believe that enemy drops a cookie every time you defeat it, though, so it's not really that special. What was I thinking a second ago? Anyway, fading into how many Coil Snakes are around here? But anyway, I'm gonna be, I'll talk about the different stats in a moment, but I'm gonna be going over the stats for this Spiteful Crow. 24 HP, 0 power points, 5 offense, 3 defense, 77 speed, 0 guts, 3 experience, drops $5 when you defeat them, will always drop a cookie when you defeat it, 100% fire, 100% freeze, 99% flash, 99% paralysis, 10% brainshock, 50% hypnosis. Will have 3 attacks as opposed to the 2 attacks that everybody else had. The first attack, it will peck at your eyeballs, low level damage, has a big grin, no effect, won't do anything, and it will steal an item. Yeah, there are enemies in this game that will steal your items, and it's kind of a jerk this early on when you don't really have that much access to a bunch of items right away. There was an enemy in EarthBound Beginnings or Mother 1 that did something similar to that, where it would steal an item. It was like a crow. The crow enemy, EarthBound Beginnings had a lot more differences between the Japanese and North American versions. One example is that the crow enemy was holding a cigarette in the Japanese version, but that was censored in in the North American version. I don't want to use that real quick. Let's stick out a cookie. What the items do, I'll explain later in the Let's Play. Well, I could do it now, but I don't have the notes up right now. I do have it all written down, but I just don't have it in front of me right now, so I don't really feel the need to do it. The enemies, when we fight them, we're not going to be... I'm not going to be showing off every single fight in the game, because I'll just get repetitious. But what I will be doing is that for situations like this, where we're not going to be fighting too many enemies, then I will show off all of them. And the other times I'll be showing it off is if it's a boss fight, if it's the first time that we're facing that enemy, if it's a special circumstance like this is the first video, the times I'll edit it out is when like we're going into like a very long area and there's just way too many enemies. Oh, if I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I would have come along. I'm out of here. Bye bye, doggy. We'll miss you first.
What? Oh! You woke me up. Pookie, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pookie got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad that you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Gee, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother.
Pookie's face right there looks really hilarious. And now Picky joins us. Now, before we go into here, there's something I'd like to bring up real quick. I'm playing on the Wii U version of this game, and I'm controlling this with the gamepad, but I'm going to sync up my Pro Controller real quick. I can control this game with two controllers. If we go into this menu right here, you can see two controllers are currently connected. So if you have a friend along, two people can like have a lot of fun with two people controlling the game at the same time. The reason I want to bring that up right now is because there's actually a glitch associated with that right at this point. I'm not entirely sure how to trigger it. I'll talk about it in the description below, or I could just put a link in the description for the video that I saw this. But basically, however you do it, the second controller can glitch the beam of light that's appearing right now. It'll make it like appear all crazy, make it disappear. It's just a really fun glitch in general. A bee I am. Not. I'm from 10 years into the future, and in the future, all is devastation. Gygas, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says, when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. This I believe. Gyga's monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Gygas. Three things are of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. The legends from the ancient times tell of three boys and a girl who defeat Gygas. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Do you listen to what I have told you? No. Okay, yes. If you say no, then he's going to repeat himself, so we don't want to do that. Thank you for listening to my long story. You were as exceptional as I expected you to be. And now Buzz has joined us. And Ness and Pokey are staring deeply into each other's eyes. What the heck did I just say? Ness, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. Three boys, you said. I'm not one of those three, am I? Cause I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. So, if memory serves correctly, there won't be any more enemies. There will be, excuse me, signed. Very rude of you for every of you to be there and like, whatever I was trying to say right there. But anyway, I don't think there are going to be any enemies right now. There are multiple points in the game where there'll be no enemies in the overworld. I'll be talking about it more because there is a couple instances later in the game where this actually causes a few glitches, and it's actually very interesting. So as we go across here, I just want to say what was I going to say? Well, I guess it's not important right now because there's a boss fight. It's been a long time, Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Geiger's plan. But, Buzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. Alright, we are now facing the first boss fight of EarthBound, Starman Jr. Buzz, at the beginning of the fight, you will have a PSI shield activate. This will make it so that all of Starman Jr.'s attacks will not hurt us. This is more of a tutorial battle. So all those enemies we fought before, Coil Snake, Runaway Dog, Spiteful Crow, they will give you more of a hard time than this guy will. But there's some interesting things about this enemy. First of all, let's go through the stats. 200 HP, 999 power points, 11 offense, 10 defense, 1 speed, 0 guts, 16 experience, $20 when you defeat it. You will not get any items after you defeat it, except for the money, of course. 25% vulnerable to fire, 25% vulnerable to freeze, 0% flash, 0% paralysis, 50% Brainshock, 10% hypnosis. It would have 4 attacks. When it says that the Starman Jr. is on guard, that means they're just simply guard against attacks, meaning your attacks won't be as powerful as before. PSI freeze off 135 to 255 damage. PSI Fire Alpha, 60 to 100% damage to all those enemies. PSI Fire Beta, 120 to 200 damage. I'll be going more over what all that means later in the Let's Play, just like the Paralysis and Brainshock and all that stuff, because it's not really all that relevant to us right now, but it will be important to remember later, but I'm going to be talking about it later in the Let's Play. Well, I was just taking a big chance there. He came from 10 years in the future to kill me, so we can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Geigus, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Animals are also becoming violent, due to Geigus' evil influence over the evil in their minds.
Where and Sam, how have you boys been? I'll have to think of a suitable punishment.
I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really going to get it now. Fun fact, in the Japanese version of the game, that sound effect is completely different to where it sounds more like he is beating Pokey and Picky. In this version, in the North American version, it sounds more like he's yelling at them. Honestly, I don't really think there's much of a difference. It still sounds like he's beating them. By the way, I would be happy if you left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. It may have been $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less. But because of the loan, my family and I live in poverty.
My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life. Aye! I think it's a dung beetle. I'll smash your guts out.
It was much weaker than I thought. So you must now begin your adventure. See, Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words. To defeat Geigus, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power to multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near Onett. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? Alright. You are a very intelligent young man, and... oh, the pain. Everything is getting done. Before I pass on, I want you to give you something. It is the Sound Stone. You can record the melodies from the 8 Your Sanctuary locations into the stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone, but did you want to hear the story one more time? Good. It's already dawn outside, but it doesn't matter to me, I'm fading fast. Gotta be completely honest, I legitimately teared up when I was playing this game the first time and Buzz passed away. It was legitimately depressing.
My dad really got after me. He said I got no deserve for their...
Oh, wow. That's really harsh. Jeez. I don't... Oh, this poor guy. Wow, that guy's a jerk. What did he do to these people? And let me just say, them claiming that they live in poverty now that they've owned Nessa's father a lot of money. Let me just say, that cannot be accurate, because one, Picky said they were going to an elegant restaurant earlier in the game, and their house is like twice the size of ours. How are they living in poverty? But anyway, we now have like super cheerful music, and we're listening to one of my favorite songs in video gaming. Okay, somewhere around here. If it would activate. Yep, there it is. This is the first of many, many picture locations throughout the game, and I'll make sure to get every single one of them. Pictures taken instantaneously! I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera, ready, save Fuzzy Pickles! Wow, what a great photograph! It would always bring back the fondest of memories. And with that, we're getting this video off here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video of EarthBound. I'm really looking forward to playing this game for you guys, so I hope you're looking forward to this Let's Play as well. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video of EarthBound, and until next time, leave gear to you.